Students, in this video I am going to tell the introductory part of exercise 1.2 relations. So once you understand sets, next part is relations, because relations depends on the Cartesian product of sets. Okay. Now here what are all the requirements you must know before you go to the exercise 1.2 that I am going to teach now. Okay. Now first part, constants and variables. Now everybody knows what is a constant. What is a constant? A quantity that remains unaltered throughout a mathematical process is called a constant. Okay. For example, pi r square, pi is constant. So here pi r square, pi is a constant because 3.14. You might have studied in the lower classes also. For example, small g, acceleration due to gravity, 9.8. So wherever you go, the value of g will not alter. It is same everywhere. So it is 9.8 means it is same each and every place. It won't change. That's why it is known as a constant. Constant means it will not change. Okay. If somebody they are getting the marks, quarterly is 100 marks, half yearly 100 marks, then we will tell he is getting his marks constantly. That means constant means same. Okay, will not change. Now variables, this part is very important. Variables we have two types, dependent variables and independent variables. For example, if I take A is equal to half BH. This is famous formula which is used to find the area of the triangle. You might have studied in lower classes also. Half into base into height. So this half is constant 0.5 or 1 by 2. B and H are independent variables, base and height, because if I change base and height, A also changes. So area depends on these two quantities, base and height. So that's why base and height are known as independent variables and A is known as a dependent variable, because to calculate area I need base and height, otherwise I cannot calculate. So A is the dependent variable and base and height are the independent variables. So always right side you remember the independent variables. Okay, left side you remember the dependent variables. For example, if you want to find the surface area of any solid figure we studied in 10th standard. Okay, cylinder, okay, cone. So their radius, height are the independent variable. Surface area is a dependent variable. Okay, so like that some other examples I wrote it here. A is equal to LB. This is the formula to find the area of the rectangle, length into breadth. And A is equal to pi r square. This is famous formula you already know, which is used to find the area of the circle. V, volume, length into breadth into height, volume of the cube. Okay. So now here L, B, R, H, whatever it may be present in right side, these are independent variable. L, H, L, R, B, H, L, R are all independent variables. But A and V are dependent variable because they are present in left hand side. Okay. Now next very important concept often you are going to use throughout the chapter. Not only this chapter, next chapter also it is very useful. Real line. What is a real line? Name itself indicates real line. A line which is used to represent the real numbers. Real numbers in the sense, what are the real numbers? Everything is a real number except complex numbers. But complex number plus 1 you are not going to study, plus 2 you are going to study. So real numbers means you can represent natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, whatever you want you can represent. But how will the real line look like means in the middle value is 0. If you go to the right side, positive numbers will come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to infinity, because there is no end for those numbers. Similarly, if you go to the left side, negative values minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, dot, 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 minus infinity, because there is no end for the negative side. So what are these integers are represented? Don't think, sir, you only told real number, only integers are represented. It's not like that. 0 is a whole number, 0, 1, 2, 3 whole number, 1, 2, 3 rational number, and fully if you wrote integers, root 2 irrational number. So 2 by 1 rational number. So every number system you can represent on this number line. There is no limit for it. Okay. So geometrically intervals corresponds to the rays. Rays means like this. And line segments. You studied rays and line segment in physics also you studied. Okay. Some range. That's it. The range of numbers. That is nothing but the real line. Range means full range, but part of the range also you can take as intervals. So next topic is types of intervals. This is also very important part. See, just a real line means it is a line which is used to represent the numbers. That's it. But what is the extreme values? Positive side you can go up to infinity. Negative side you can go up to minus infinity. Okay. Now next topic, types of intervals, which is very important. Now you see here a comma b, it is open interval. For example 2 comma 3. This is 2, this is 3. So what is the meaning of this interval? You must know clearly. 2 comma 3 means in between 2 and 3, what all the values you can take that comes under this interval. For example 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.999 also will come. But 2 will not come, 3 will not come. Because this kind of interval is known as the open interval. Open interval means this 2 and 3, these are also known as the endpoints, will not be included. 2க்கு 3க்கு நடுவுல இருக்கிற வேல்யூஸ் எல்லாமே நீங்க எடுக்கலாம். ஆனா 2 எடுக்க முடியாது, 3 எடுக்க முடியாது. That is a open interval of a comma b. Now, opposite to this one, quite opposite, closed interval of a comma b. So, what is the meaning of closed interval? For example, closed interval 2 comma 3. So, here one difference is there between this interval, this interval. Here, in between 2 and 3 also included, and also 2, 3 also included. Endpoints also you can include. 2, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.9999, 3 also included. But here you cannot include 3. Here you cannot include 2. Because open means in between. Closed means adi kuda sethi varum. Means apart from that 2, 3. Now this side you see here open closed. That means after 2 up to 3, okay, including 3 also. So 2 க்கு அப்புறமா என்னென்ன வரும் 2.1, 2.3, 2.3, but 2 வராது because open. But 3 is included because it is closed. Closed side, that value is included. Remember, open side we cannot include. Opposite to this one, closed A, comma B. That means what? Here A is closed, B is open. So including 2, okay, in between 2 and 3. But 3 you cannot include. Okay, and these are known as a finite intervals. Why finite interval means you can represent any value in this interval. And the 2க்கு 3க்கு நடுவுல வந்து நீங்க ஏதாச்சும் வேல்யூ எடுத்து ரெப்ரசன்ட் பண்ணலாம். So you know that it is a finite interval because you can know what it is there in what comes under that interval. That's why it is known as the finite interval. Okay, now next we'll see other kind of intervals like infinite intervals. Okay, so infinite intervals and neighborhood of intervals. That's it. That is the first part. Okay, for example here 1 comma infinity. This is not finite, infinite. Starting from 1, okay, I can go up to infinity because there is no infinity, there is no value. Okay, infinity means you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, millions, billions, whatever you want you can go. So there is no definite value for this infinity. That's why whenever you will get infinity, it should be always open. That is open secret. Whenever you will get infinity, you cannot put closed. If you put closed, they will laugh at you. Okay, for example 1 comma infinity. After 1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, before infinity, so many values you will include. In infinity itself there is no value. Now this is closed 1, infinity. Same thing here also. 1 is included. After that every value is included, but infinity is not included. Before infinity every value you can take. Okay. Similarly, next one. Minus infinity comma b. It open, this is closed. Minus infinity comma 2. So this side 2 comma minus infinity means what? This side, left side. Minus infinity is there, not right side. Infinity means right side. Minus infinity left side. So this side. What will come? 1 will come, 0 will come, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. This interval fully it will cover. Now minus infinity comma b, minus infinity comma 2. That means 2 is included. Okay, this is minus infinity. So inside this side everything will come. Okay, if suppose open means what? In between only it will come. This is 2 also included. That is only the difference. See, one thing you remember clearly. Open means in between. Closed means endpoints also included. That's it. That is a concept you must know. Now last part in this one, neighborhood. What is neighborhood? Generally, what is English meaning of neighbor as adjacent to your house? Here also same thing. Suppose A is one number. What is the neighbor? Is small quantity A plus epsilon or A minus epsilon. That is 2.11, 2.01, 202, 203. Very small nearer quantity. And this side 1.99, 1.98 A minus epsilon. Neighborhood means உங்கள் ஹவுஸுக்கு இந்த ரைட் சைடில் இருக்கிற ஒரு 10 ஹவுஸு, உங்கள் ஹவுஸுக்கு லெஃப்ட் சைடில் இருக்கிற 10 ஹவுஸு, அது நெய்பர்ஸ்ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அதே மாதிரி தான் இது கூட வேல்யூ 2 எடுத்தால் 2க்கு மேலே 2.0, 2.0, 2.3 ஒரு 10 வேல்யூஸ், அது வந்து நெய்பர். ஓகே, ரைட் சைடு, நெய்பர்ஹுட் ஆஃப் ரைட் சைடு. இது வந்து நெய்பர்ஹுட் ஆஃப் லெஃப்ட் சைடு. ஸோ A plus epsilon, A minus epsilon are called the neighborhoods. Okay, so first part I finished. Students, if you like this channel, please subscribe this channel. In the next class, next video, I am going to tell about the relations. Okay, first part I finished. Okay, bye students.